Hello, my dear students. Today we talk about Unit 3, the Universe, Lesson 1, Solar Eclipse. In this lesson, we will know what's meant by solar eclipse. Can you remember the properties of light? In the previous studies, we know that light travels in straight lines as long as nothing prevents its path. And if any dark object gets in the way, a shadow is formed of this object. Okay? That exactly happens when the moon passes between Earth and Sun on one straight line. When moon, sun and Earth on one straight line with the moon in the middle, okay? Like this in the picture, okay? The moon hides sunlight from Earth, and shadow of the moon is formed on the Earth. Moon hides sunlight, and shadow of moon is formed. This phenomenon is called solar eclipse. Okay? Eclipse means hide or disappear. So solar eclipse means sunlight hidden from us on the earth. Okay? So can you understand what's meant by solar eclipse? So solar eclipse is a phenomenon occur when sun, moon and earth on one straight line with the moon in the middle. Again, solar eclipse mean phenomenon when sun, moon and earth on one straight line with the moon in the middle. Okay? There are some information about solar eclipse. The duration of solar eclipse is about 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay? The time taken by solar eclipse is 7 minutes and 40 seconds. And solar eclipse occur once every 21 years. Okay? First, we should know that there are two shadows of the moon is formed on the earth. The dark or the black shadow, look at this picture. There are two shadows of the moon is formed. The dark shadow is known as umbra, okay, while the faint shadow is known as penumbra. Umbra and penumbra. So umbra mean black area of real shadow. It is a black or dark area of real shadow. While penumbra mean semi-shaded area. It is a semi-shaded area. Okay? So what do you know what's mean by umbra and penumbra? Okay? Then we talk about types of solar eclipse. There are 3 types of solar eclipse that shown in this figure. Look carefully. There are three types of solar eclipse. Okay. If you look to the sun from shadow area or from umbra area, you can't see the sun completely. So this type of solar eclipse is known as total solar eclipse. So if you in the umbra area, you can see the sun completely, and this type is known as total solar eclipse. Okay? While if you in the penumbra area And if you look to the sun from penumbra area, you can see part of the sun. This type is known as partial solar eclipse. Okay? So, total solar eclipse is the first type. Is formed in the shadow area of moon, in which we can see the sun completely. This is a total solar eclipse. While partial solar eclipse is a second type, is formed in the semi-shaded area or penumbra area of moon, in which we can see a part of the sun. And the third type is known as annular solar eclipse. Annular solar eclipse. Look, this is known as annular solar eclipse. When the moon comes in the orbit higher from the earth, we know that moon rotates around the earth in the oval orbit. And when the moon comes in the higher orbit from the earth, in the higher orbit from the earth means it farther from the earth. Okay? The cone shadow of the moon doesn't reach the earth's surface, and we can see sun like lighted rings. The sun appears like lighted rings. This type is known as annular solar eclipse. Annular solar eclipse. So, annular solar eclipse is formed when moon comes in an orbit higher from Earth, in which sun appears like lighted rings. So, solar eclipse, there are three types of solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse, we can see the sun completely. Partial solar eclipse, we can see part of the sun. Annular solar eclipse, the sun appears like lighted ring. Okay? So, total solar eclipse, annular solar eclipse, and partial solar eclipse. Okay? Finally, we talk about safety precautions on observing solar eclipse. Finally, we talk about safety precautions on observing the solar eclipse. Although the sun glow in the solar eclipse is weak, the glow of the sun is weak, but doctors warn of direct observation of the sun, as its ray harm eye retina and can lead to the blindness with a few minutes. In the solar eclipse, we can't see to the sun directly because sun emit harmful rays like ultraviolet rays, like infrared rays. These rays harm the eye retina and may lead to the blindness for a few seconds, for a few minutes. So, special glasses are used to observe solar eclipse. To observe solar eclipse, we should use special glasses. Okay? So, in this lesson, we talk about solar eclipse. What's meant by solar eclipse? Phenomenon occur when sun, moon, and earth on one straight line with the moon in the middle. And what mean by umbra area and penumbra area? And types of solar eclipse, which are total solar eclipse, we can see the sun completely. Partial solar eclipse, we can see part of the sun. Annular solar eclipse, we can see sun as a lighted rings. Okay, that's all. Thank you for listening.